It's Monday night, and you're here for wine pairings and football predictions with me, Francis. Thanks for tuning in, and I hope you're subscribing. If you're not, come on. I'd love for you to be here every week. Now, let's talk about the games. Tonight's game is Tampa versus Kansas City. Kansas City is 7-0. Tampa is 4-4. This is the tough one because I don't know if Tampa can beat Kansas City, but I also don't know if Kansas City can continue to be undefeated. Tampa's looked great sometimes this year, and then other times it was like, whoa, what are you doing? So after a lot of contemplation, I've decided that I'm still going to go with Kansas City, that I think that they'll be able to get it together, with the addition of DeAndre Hopkins last week. That is going to help them immensely. I mean, he helped last week, so of course he'll be a great addition this week. And, Baker Mayfield is just not consistent. He's looked great, but he's not consistent. So go ahead and take Kansas City. Although I had to tell you, because I was leaning heavily towards Tampa, tonight's food pairing and wine pairing actually are pretty Tampa heavy. So let's start with the wine. For the wine, I am having the Kirkland Cotes Du Rhone Villages wine. Okay, I picked this up. I happened to see it when I was there. And it is a blend. It is a blend of Grenache, which is the #1 grape out of the Rhone Valley, and I love wines from the Rhone Valley. And it is also has Mourvedre, which is the #2 grape, and Syrah, as well as Cinsault. And so I was just like, let's try it. It's priced to move. It was less than $10. And I have to say to you, I was pleasantly surprised at how delicious it was right when I opened the bottle. Generally, when I have a old world wine, meaning any wine that's from Europe, I usually let it sit for 15 to 30 minutes before I actually drink it because it just needs the time to aerate. But I opened this one, tasted it right out of the bottle, and was like, hey, I'm sold. So I did give it 15 minutes to sit, and it was even better. It got even better. One of the things that's crazy about this bottle is that it comes with a screw cap. And if you know anything about wine, European wines never have screw caps. So I don't know what's happening. But it's super great. When in the glass, what you'll get is a beautiful dark color. On the nose, you're going to get a lot of red berries. So I'm talking raspberry, currant, cranberry. All right, so it's a great choice now that we're kind of almost in the holiday season. If you're thinking about a wine that's affordable and approachable and, really food friendly, go ahead and get this wine. On the lips, I forgot to tell you that on the nose, you're also going to get a little bit of pine smell in there. And then on the lips, you're going to get a little bit of sweetness, not too sweet, but kind of reminiscent of dark chocolate right on the front. And then you're going to get medium tannins. So that means people who struggle with tannic wine could really enjoy this. And then you're going to get a nice long finish. I mean, this wine is super enjoyable. I'm going to be pairing this wine tonight with a Cuban sandwich. Now, most people might not know that the Cuban sandwich, as we know it here in the U.S., is actually indigenous to Tampa Bay, Florida. All right. There is a neighborhood called Ybor City that is famous for the Cuban sandwich. It was brought there in 1896 when they were still rolling cigars in Cuba. And this was a snack that they gave to the cigar rollers. Okay. And also, it turns out that there are 2 styles of Cuban sandwiches. There is the Tampa style, which I will be making. Look for that video later on tonight. And a Miami style. And the main difference in those 2 styles is that the Tampa style includes salami. And if you know me, you know that I love salami. So that's a little bit of something that you can share with, while you're friends with useless information. I do it all the time. Also, I want to point out that yesterday was World Godzilla Day. I'm wearing a Godzilla shirt today because I super love Godzilla. So if you have some time to see Godzilla -1, go ahead and see it. I mean, that's not a prediction or a wine pairing. Just do it. It's great. So to recap, take Kansas City begrudgingly. Get this wine with super excitement. And then also think about making yourself a Cuban sandwich. They're delicious and not really that hard. Come back to see the video. I'll see you later in the week. Cheers.